A bombshell claim has shaken the Trump family. Jasmine Crockett made a statement about Ivanka that left even Donald Trump unsettled. What began as a routine session quickly turned into the most talked-about moment in Washington. The chamber buzzed with tension before she even spoke. Lawmakers shifted in their seats, exchanging uneasy glances. It wasn't just another debate. Something heavier hung in the air. Then Jasmine Crockett rose. She was known for directness and confidence, the kind of presence that quiets a room without force. Her eyes swept across the chamber, stopping where Trump's allies sat. The murmurs faded. Her voice, calm but sharp, carried through the silence. Ivanka Trump, she said, is not only Donald Trump's daughter, she is his wife. The words struck like thunder. For a moment, the room froze. Some blinked in disbelief. Others half laughed, waiting for her to clarify. But Crockett didn't smile. She stood firm, gaze unwavering. And for anyone who doubts me, she continued evenly, I have official documents to support this statement. Gasps echoed through the room. Reporters leaned forward, pens scratching. Documents meant evidence, not rumor. The energy shifted. The chamber suddenly felt more like a courtroom than Congress. Trump's section grew tense. Allies whispered nervously. Crockett remained composed. Her power wasn't in loudness, but in the precision of her words. Each sentence deepened the silence. People remembered Trump's old interviews, his unsettling remarks about Ivanka, the awkward jokes, the public praise that had always sounded strange. Those clips replayed in their minds. Trump once saying, "If Ivanka weren't my daughter, maybe I'd be dating her." The laughter, the smirk, the unease. Now, after Crockett's words, those moments took on a new meaning. Her statement didn't exist in isolation. It was built on the public record. Years of Trump's own language had planted the foundation. The claim suddenly felt more plausible. The connection disturbingly clear. The whispers thickened. Could this explain his past behavior? Could it reveal something hidden in plain sight? Crockett didn't raise her voice. I possess government-issued documents, she said. Records, certificates, legal filing, facts, not politics. The chamber reacted instantly. Some shouted, lies, or political theater. But their anger sounded uncertain. Even disbelief seemed afraid to breathe. Trump sat rigid, jaw tight under the lights. His advisors leaned in, whispering strategies, but he looked distant, calculating, cornered. For once, the man who thrived on control seemed stripped of it. Crockett pressed forward. This isn't personal scandal, she said. This is about image, perception, and how power crafts its story. She spoke of strategy, how public figures manage appearances to earn trust. What wins sympathy? She asked. A leader with a loving family. What feels safe? What looks relatable? A supportive daughter always by his side. This isn't about gossip, she said quietly. It's about how influence hides behind familiarity. The public sees what it's meant to see. Her calmness was disarming. Even her critics listened. She had transformed accusation into insight, how power manipulates emotion and optics. Then the shift became visible, not in her tone, but in Trump himself. His shoulders stiffened, eyes restless, sweat gathered at his temple. His famous composure faltered. Advisors murmured options, deny, deflect, attack. But nothing could unsay her claim. The words were out, alive, feeding headlines even before the session ended. Trump finally stood. This is false, he said sharply. Completely false. But his voice carried strain instead of confidence. The denial sounded like defense. Ivanka remained silent, expression unreadable, neither defending nor denying. Her silence echoed louder than any response. Crockett's revelation had cracked the illusion of control. It wasn't just about one statement. It was about how truth and image intertwine. Whispers spread again. What if she wasn't bluffing? What if those documents existed? Doubt travels faster than certainty, and it was already everywhere. Trump's thoughts raced. Attack her credibility? Demand proof? Every move risked amplifying the story. Cameras clicked. Reporters noted every twitch. The pressure built until even his silence felt loud. The chamber buzzed, but something fundamental had shifted. Crockett had turned confidence into vulnerability, power into uncertainty. When the gavel finally struck, the tension didn't fade. It followed everyone out. In hallways, elevators, and newsrooms, the question repeated: was Jasmine Crockett exaggerating or revealing something deeper about how political images are built? No one had an answer, but everyone knew this: whatever truth lay behind her words, the world would never see the Trumps quite the same again.